Hey guys, this is Faye from Feisworld Media, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the brand deals for small YouTubers. Specifically, how much can you or should you charge? If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm all about content creators. I am so privileged to be able to do this full time. I know that if I can, so can you. You do not need to be a big creator, a big YouTube channel to live this dream. So if you like this type of content, make sure you hit subscribe, tell a friend. It means so much to me. It will help me keep going, creating more content like this for you. Let's dive right in. How much should you charge? The question should be, what type of video are you trying to create here? Generally speaking, there are two types of videos. Video mention, which is a very quick thing, usually lasts for about 15 to 30 seconds. Most brands understand what that means. If they don't, you want to educate them on that. So that is easier to create, but can also be more disruptive to your video. You go on about creating your video the regular way, and then usually at the beginning or the middle of the video, you give this brand, the service, a big shout out, and then you go back to what you were talking about. So that is a video mention. Now, there are also something called fully integrated videos, where you spend the entire video talking about the product, the service. The whole video is about the brand. So you probably guessed it. It costs more money-wise, time, resources-wise to produce fully integrated videos. Sometimes they can give the brands a bigger return because people are very focused on the content that you're creating. You're not just mentioning them in the middle of a video. So video mention typically tends to cost a little less. Now, when I say cost, it is all relative, right? So bigger YouTubers tend to charge a lot more, whereas smaller YouTubers are being more flexible. Let's talk about the actual dollar amount. There is a science and a formula to it. The one thing you have to really understand is called LTV, lifetime value of a customer. Most creators tend to think about videos this way. This is how long it takes. This is how much music costs. This is how long it takes me to edit or hire someone to edit. Now, that's not a terrible way, and it's very natural for us as creators to think about it. What is our investment in terms of time or anything we need to purchase, anyone we need to hire? However, it is way more effective if you think from the standpoint of the brand. What is the nature of the video? Is this a mention video? Is this a fully integrated video? What am I actually talking about? What is the product or service I'm promoting? How much does it cost? If it's a piece of software, is it $20? Is it $100? Is there going to be subscription associated with it? Which means, do customers of this brand pay monthly or is it a one-time fee? Brands love it when you ask these questions that make you look like a professional. That also shows them that you don't just have your brand, your videos in mind. You're actually thinking for them. You have their best interest in mind too. And that ultimately makes you a more invested creator. If you want to pitch yourself as charging $500, and if the LTV, lifetime value of the customer for this brand is $120, let's say you're going to bring in on average 4 to 5 customers for that video. And here's what the brand is thinking about. How long do you have to bring in that many customers? Usually they're looking at about 30 days, which means it's not like the second you release the video, the brand expects everyone to rush to watch your video, the view goes up to 500, 5,000, and all the conversions just naturally happens. You do have a bit of a runway to build up your video and gain traction. So that's number 1. 2, please know that there is never a guarantee. Just because there are general math of what makes sense to the brand, how to break even, ideally make more money, ideally have you bringing 10, 15, 20 subscribers and customers and prospects, right? There is no guarantee. 4 to 5 people doesn't sound like a lot, but the conversion can be more challenging than you think. A lot of the software comes in with a free trial. Now, the trial signups are also very important, but there's no guarantee that these trials are going to convert to paying customers. And also these days, there are a lot of software that offers a forever free version that may just be sufficient for your audience. There are a lot of twists and turns, and there's no guarantee. And please know that there's no brand that should ask you to guarantee sign up. If literally a brand says, you know what? I'll give you $500, but now if you don't bring me 4 to 5 customers, you got to give that money back. That is not the case. That is not the arrangement you ever want to put yourself in because you cannot guarantee. Now, beyond money, you may be thinking, then if I can't guarantee it, the brands may be disappointed, they're never going to work with me. What's the point of even nurturing this relationship? Well, the truth is awareness building a brand does matter. So even if you don't bring in the ideal number of paying customers, brands still have value from you as a YouTube content creator. Because sometimes, let's face it, as creators, we will not be able to witness this entire life cycle of their customers. Perhaps your video will bring 5 paying customers from month number 1. Perhaps that won't happen until 6 months from now. I had one video that had very little traction called 12 Tips Every Zoom Host Should Know. That video had maybe a few hundred views for the first few months, and all of a sudden it took off, and today it is close to 300,000 views. It remains to be one of the most popular video on my channel, unexpected, so you just never know. One of your brand deals or your sponsor video could just take off like a rocket, knock every metrics out of the park, okay? That could also happen. Hey, if you like this video or this type of content, please hit subscribe, hit the bell button, and tell your friend about it. It's important to know that you want to continue to experiment as a content creator, not just experimenting how you work on these videos, the content you create, but also how to build relationships, different relationships with different brands. You'll very quickly learn that some brands are amazing to work with, some brands not so much. Sometimes it's not just the brand, the logo, the company, it's about the individual that you interact with on a regular basis. The characteristics you want to aim for are people who are being reasonable, willing to learn, having an open mind. Oh, really important. Giving you the creative control. One alarming signal that I have learned in the past is when a brand approaches you or the person who's contacting you trying to tell you exactly what you need to do, what you need to say. It's not just ideally, the brand needs to trust you in order to create the best content. If a brand is here to tell you exactly how to talk to your audience, it completely defeats the purpose because you know your audience way better than they know your audience. Does it make sense? Which I think is the best part of being a creator. So I hope you find this helpful, guys. So much love to this community, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!